Hello everyone, this is Healthy Eats with Matthew. Today we're going to be doing just a fresh vegetable soup. I've got a bunch of fresh veggies here. I've got the oil getting hot, or the pan getting hot over here. We're going to start off with some olive oil. Normally I would probably use some bacon fat in this, but we're trying to be healthy, so I got some extra virgin olive oil. So we got 2 onions here. We'll start off with that. One pound of carrots. Let's saute them up a little bit first. I'm missing my fresh garlic. I really hate that I haven't got fresh garlic here today. So we're going to use something that I was not wanting to use, but I also didn't want to run to the dollar store to grab some garlic. So I just spent all this time trying to get everything prepped up for this video. It's getting later in the day. I'm grinding my salt again. So I hadn't stopped by the store and got salt that I ain't got to grind. So let's see. Probably a tablespoon of salt. I'm going to do tablespoon of garlic powder. Okay. So then I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna stir this around a little bit, try to get my seasonings in here. I should have some black pepper there somewhere. No, I'm going to grind that stuff. I can add that here in a little bit. I got black pepper right here. I'm going to do a tablespoon of that. One. Alright, so I got that going. And I've got these quarts worth of potatoes here, but I don't want to put them in quite yet. I'm going to start adding the water. I'm going to put them into a separate little dish here. We'll start adding water in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 2 gallons of water. Okay. So then I go ahead and start adding my vegetables in. I've got 8 tomatoes here. Eight red tomatoes. I've got 2 cups of fresh okra that I chopped up. That's the only okra. I might want to put more okra in this, but that's all I could find that was any good today. Last couple places I've been to, all the okra looks sort of bad. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's just what's been going on. We'll crank that up higher. I've got 10 ears of corn right here that I've already cut off the cob. Fresh Silver Queen corn. I like the Silver Queen. I'm not going to put them tomatoes or potatoes in there quite yet. I don't want them to overcook. So then I've got 1 quart of purple whole peas, fresh. You can use some frozen stuff if you want to make some vegetable soup. It's just, you know, why not go after the fresh stuff? It's more expensive, but you know, this is going to be enough to where I can either sell some out or give some away, or I can freeze some of it. So it defeats the purpose, but I'm going to eat on this for a few days is what I'm going to end up doing. So I got all that. So there's one thing I haven't done yet. There's a few things I hadn't done yet that I'm going to cut up and add. I got this big old thing of cabbage the other day from this guy out in Sipsey. There's a little spot in it that was sort of bad in the middle. It was just so big. I already cut that out. And I'm just going to cut that up real thin. I get my little measurement thing over here. We're going to cut it in little strips and then cut it into more little pieces. This stuff ends up cooking down to nothing. Probably end up being 2 quarts of cabbage I'm going to add to it. That's the bad part. I still got a little bit, I still got a whole nother quarter. If I cut this thing into, that cabbage is so big, I cut that thing into 4s. I gave my mom some, my granny some, and I still kept half of it. Cut that big chunk thing out of it, and I'll just take a few pieces out of the middle, I guess, to finish it up. I may end up doing something crazy with that later. Cut that a little different, but you get the gist. Just cut it in little bitty pieces. It's going to shrink down to nothing, like I said, when you cook it. We're going to call that we're going to call it 2 quarts. Alright, so then I'm gonna put me three bay leaves in here. We'll cut. I got, that was three bay leaves. So I've got some green tomatoes. I'm gonna add a few of these green tomatoes to it to give it a little bit different of a bite. I'm gonna put 4 green tomatoes in this. I'm gonna try not to add no chicken broth to this. This will be totally vegan. So I can make one demographic extremely happy and be healthy, a little bit healthier. Be just totally vegetable. Let's see. Add them in. So I'll put it in that bowl. In there. I was only going to use green tomatoes, and Mom was totally against that idea. Fixing to see. So look, I'm just going to let this roll for a little bit. I may end up adding some fresh herbs or something. I'll tell y'all if I do. But we'll be back here. We'll be back here. I'm going to let this stew for about 45 minutes. Alright everybody, we're back. So I let that stuff go pretty good for 15 minutes with the lid on it. It wasn't boiling, but it was on about medium heat. I did add some things while we was gone. I'll tell y'all what I end up adding. This turned out good. So I'll bring the camera over here and show you what we got going on here. So we're gonna bring the camera over here. That's what we got going on right here. Nice pretty vegetable soup there. I didn't have to add no chicken base or nothing. It's straight vegan. So nice little summer vegetable soup. I'm gonna call it Walker County vegetable soup. So I'm going to get me a little bowl of this. Got me a nice pretty bowl of this. My cornbread's stuck, so I'm not really and it crumbled up a little bit. I think I flipped it too early. That's what it ends up looking like. I'm just eating me a bowl of soup with a little bit of this cornbread that didn't bust up. So, fixing to give you the recipe. So I did 8 each red tomato, 2 cups of fresh okra, 1 quart of fresh purple whole peas, 1 quart of diced up potatoes, 10 ears of corn, 1 pound of carrots, 2 each on the onions. I just julienne them up. I end up doubling the garlic powder, so now it's 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and I end up add 3 more tablespoons of salt, so now it's 4 tablespoons of salt. 2 tablespoons of black pepper. I add another one of them. 2 gallons of water. 2 quarts of cabbage. 3 bay leaves, and I added 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes and 1 28-ounce can of tomato sauce. I needed something for some more flavor, and then I did 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. We will so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if y'all can read my chicken scratch. That way y'all can maybe jot it down if I was reading too fast. Alright, so everybody, I pray that y'all have a blessed and beautiful day. And like I said, I'm going to start trying to do some healthier videos. So this is going to be a new healthy eats video that I'll be doing. May cut some of the other ones out. I don't know. I may drop one of the other shows. I'm not sure. But this is a new show where it's just going to be nothing but healthy things. So y'all have, I got to change my diets because of kidneys and stuff. But y'all have a blessed day. If you like what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe.